With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Wilson going to come out throwing. They complete it to Hill. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want the left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. That is caught by Lamb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Russell Wilson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football, because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Cunningham. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cunningham. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Cunningham. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Walker on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch 59. Watch 59.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. A play fake. Now Cunningham. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On fourth down, Cunningham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Johnson, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
They find some open field here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Amari Cooper, 63 yards.
And the Patriots get a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now a toss coming right side. Walker. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He's got room at the 30, and they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll roll him out right. To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Wilson to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Devontae Smith from 4 yards out. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Cunningham's throw complete there to Moore.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cunningham.
Throw out wide to Walker. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Cunningham looking to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
Walker will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point. but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 72 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And some room to work.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Wilson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now it's Griffin. Flush to his right. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin.
Open man, Parham. He's got him.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The first down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Griffin.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin eluding the pressure right. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is RG3. Steps away to his left.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Griffith. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. On 3rd and goal, here's Griffith. Again, it's Johnson. Touchdown! Chris Johnson. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Golden Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
First play, Wilson wants to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Devontae Smith, 77 yards. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Desmond King making the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Running from the gun with Henry. The tackle by Troy Polamalu. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelce from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2nd and 6.
Now Wilson. This is Smith with a grab. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
That's Matt Milano firing in from its linebacker position.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again,
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
From the 10. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Wilson going to come out throwing. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here's Jackson. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. T.Y. Hilton, 60 yards.
And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
From the 10.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
On 1st down, Wilson.
Goes right back to Smith again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Cowboys
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Here's Wilson to throw. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. They get this out quickly to the left side. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Dallas. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Banks drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Elliott running right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. DJ Dallas taking it in from 11 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Forced out to his left. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now Wilson on the move to his left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And hit. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Cunningham looking to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 75 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Wilson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good. And this is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's Cunningham. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Yeah, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will take this one home. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Quickly to the air is Wilson.
Rolling to his right.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down carry for Henry. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. From the 44, Wilson. It's Hill, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Henry up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
Wilson. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And this complete to Henry over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Steps away to his left.
That's down the field to Moss, complete. On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Vick being chased out left.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
Okay, ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 right.
Vick operating on 1st down. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. It's a play fake. Now Vick. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Vick, 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. The kick by Maher is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Flush to his right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. On 3rd and 1, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He was ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A field goal the difference, a tight one through 2 quarters, and we are back and underway for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Vick. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Vick to throw on 4th down. Buying time to his left. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Here's Wilson. He is going to find Hill here.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Vick. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Desperation time. Vick on 4th down. Steps away to his left. This one is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Wilson's throw there taken in by Smith.
Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Devontae Smith,
76 yards.
and the Steelers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Vick readies to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Vick will look to throw on 1st down.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
36 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards.
And the Steelers have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. If they got it, I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Steelers touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Right to the air is Jackson.
Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll roll him out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So they bring out their punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson airing it out deep for Smith. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Check down here for Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. Powers through him. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The drive will start with an option going left. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away.
And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Young. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Young on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, it's Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Young off the bootleg. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Forced out to his left. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right.
To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Wilson to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Now it's Wilson.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Young's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
Gronk's first catch, good for a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Quickly to the air is Wilson. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Wilson getting right back to it after the pick six.
Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops at the